Hey everybody, it's Anna from Love Baby Photography. Today I wanted to show you how to edit this image. This image was actually taken during the morning hours, which I normally don't do unless we're shooting at sunrise or it's an overcast morning. So the night started out to be that it was heavy rain and the morning predicted that it was going to be overcast completely. So we figured it was safe to shoot. So as we were shooting, pockets of sun started coming out, and thankfully there were quite a few good shaded areas where we were able to hide and get fairly good shots. So let me show you how to edit this image with the actions from the Summer Bliss collection. So let's get started. So as you can see, I shot this with my D610 at 3.5. I just wanted to make sure they're all in focus. ISO was 500. I bumped it up, even though, as you could see in the background, it's pretty light, but I bumped it up because since they were covered by greenery from pretty much each side and above, their faces were just a little bit too dark. So bumping up the ISO in that case makes it a little bit more brighter and less editing in Photoshop and Camera Raw. And I use my 35mm lens for it, which I absolutely love. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is go into my Camera Raw camera profile and select neutral. This is typically the setting I like. It was originally an Adobe standard, and so it has a little bit more darker tones and it's a little bit more contrasty. It does work for some images, but in this case I'm not feeling it, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it in neutral. Then I will probably just bump up the exposure just a tiny bit, maybe like literally 20, and I want to see a little bit of contrast. So if you see, if we bring up the contrast, it completely changes the image. This is way too much. I definitely don't like when images look like this. So if we start from 0, I'll probably go like up to 10. I think that's perfect. Okay, so that's it for Camera Raw. And I'm going to open the image in Photoshop. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is use my spot healing brush tool and take away some scars that the little girl has on her feet, on her legs, I should say. She was recently sick, and some of these scars are just not completely gone. So I'm just gonna go ahead, simply use the healing brush tool and just get rid of them, and it's so much better. When removing acne or scars from children and parents, always double check to make sure that they don't have any beauty marks, any birthmarks, anything like that, because sometimes it happens and we could remove it. It actually happened to me many years ago. The birthmark was so light and it really looked like a scratch. So along with the baby acne, it was a newborn session, I deleted, I took out the scratch, and then the family reached out and they said actually that was a birthmark. So I had to re-edit the whole session. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's no fun when your work is done and then you have to do it again. So just double check, it always pays off. Now, when I was shooting, I noticed that the dad had a little bit of acne right here, so I'm also going to use the spot healing brush tool and just literally one click, maybe two, and it's gone. And then I see like a little white dot over here, so I'm gonna get rid of that as well. Right here, you can see that the dad was sweating a little bit, so I'm just gonna use the healing brush tool just a little bit, and then we're just gonna clone it up, because the healing brush tool sometimes makes that very smooth effect, which in this case on his shirt is just not working. So I'm going to select my clone stamp tool and I'm going to drop the opacity. Usually if you're cloning things like, blankets, I don't know, one side of the body to the other side of the body, like hair, this, that. You want it to be at 100% because you want to copy that 100%. But in this case, where he has a shirt that is the same color, just a little bit of different shades because of the shadows and things like that, you can drop the opacity and will make your cloning much easier. So I'm going to just select it right here and drop it over, and pretty much just like that, it's done. And you can't even tell, because if I would have selected, for instance, let me bump it up to 100, this area, and bring it here, it's much darker, as you could see in the middle, so it would have looked a little bit off. Now I'm gonna go down. I saw that there was a little spot over here that I'm gonna use my, again, spot healing brush tool and just get rid of it. So this mom is a longtime client of mine, and I absolutely love this family. So she always tells me, Anna, make sure you make me look good. And I think she's gorgeous as it is. But let's see what we can do. So I'm going to use the Liquify tool, and I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna work on her arms a little bit. In this particular image, it's very easy to use the Liquify tool because she's not connected with anybody, not from this side, not from the other side. Because Liquify, it's a great tool, but you have to remember, when you're pulling something in, you typically are pulling something out on the opposite side. So if it was right here, then I would have been making her husband's hand much larger as I'm making her smaller. So for this particular pose, it works. And I'm not doing anything drastic, just a little bit. And like I said, she's a longtime client of mine, and she absolutely approves. Again, I wouldn't go and start slimming your clients down if it wasn't, something that they wanted. But in this case, she asked for it, so why not, So let me show you. So I just adjusted her arm just a tiny bit. So this is the after, and this was the before. So for any mom, this makes such a big difference, and they're usually so happy. I'm going to try to pull in her waist just a little bit, but as you could see, we have steps in the back or rocks, so I don't want to overdo it where it looks like, the rock is like not straight because we're pulling in. So this is after, and this was the before. So you see, just slimming this area for her just a tiny bit and just pulling in her body over here, and it's not even her body, it's the dress. It's very straight, so it just, the dress is literally like right here. So if you're just pulling the dress a little bit, it makes the silhouette from the side so much better and much more flattering. So that was the before, and this is after. And that's it. I'm not going to touch anything else. And I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And this will open in Photoshop. And let's see. So I'm going to use, let me zoom out just a little bit. I'm going to use my actions from the Summer Bliss collection. And as you guys might know already, my favorite go-to action for so many of my outdoor sessions is Sunset Matte. It literally works for every single image. It is one click, and it gives you just enough warmth, enough of Vignette, and enough of matte to take your image from this to a whole new level. And all of my clients absolutely love the editing that I provide for their images. So let me show you what it's going to do. So literally, this is the action. I'm gonna hit play, and there you go. So amazing. I love this action. It's unbelievable. So let me show you. So it consists of a few parts. So it gives warmth to the image. So I can even turn the warmth off and have like a cool effect, which is also good, and it works for some images, maybe when it's really late at in the evening, and if we're getting a really gorgeous sunlight and there's just so much of like the sunset tones, you know, those orange and yellows and reds, that you don't need the extra warmth, so you can turn it off. The Vignette is amazing. I love it. I do take it away on some images. Like for some images, it doesn't work 100%, so you could run a layer mask and just brush off the areas. In this case, I'm going to leave it as is. And the matte, I love it. Like if it didn't have the matte, this is what it would look like. And with the matte, it's just the cherry on top. So I'm gonna leave it as is. It runs at 65% opacity. You can go up, you can go down depending on your likes. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten this. And let me see. I think everything looks good. Everything looks fine. And I'm going to go ahead and run portraiture. And let's see. And portraiture also, depending, you know, on the family size and who's there, I will brush it off sometimes. So right now it's at 100%, so I'm gonna go ahead and bump it down to 70. I'm also gonna run a layer mask right here from the below panel. So this is my layer mask. You have to make sure that you have the black brush selected over here. If it's not, it's a simple fix just like that. I will zoom in, mainly focusing on the dad because I don't want him to be super smooth. So this was the before and this is after. And also do pay attention that this mom has a lot of freckles and they're absolutely gorgeous, and I love freckles. But when you run the portraiture really, really high, it really smooths all of them out. So by bringing it back, you definitely want to drop the opacity of the portraiture, or you want to run a layer mask and just brush off, you know, where the freckles are, which will help because, you know, I don't want to change her appearance drastically. So I'm going to go ahead and select my black brush. I'm going to do like 35 for the dad. And I'm just going to brush it off his arms because obviously he has hair and he doesn't need to be super smooth. And just a little bit over his face, and that's it. And the mom and the baby, we're just gonna leave it as is, and that's it. So this is the finished product. I'm going to go ahead and flatten everything. I'll go back in the history right here, and go all the way to the top. And so this was the before. So see, because we were shooting so early, it's a little bit like fluorescent. This is definitely green tones that I'm not digging. And then by using my amazing actions, this is the end product. So if you guys like my video, please be sure to like it. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new. I post videos daily. And if you're interested in using the action that was used in this image, I will link it on the bottom. And like I said, if you have any comments, questions, please leave them below, whether you have a question about the time of day I was shooting, camera equipment, the actions, you know, how to pose, where was I shooting, anything. You just leave it in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Till next time, take care.